everyday life.
For childhood, children are exposed to recognize and acquire new information that allows them to improve more and more. As we have the stage of learning our language and improve it through communication, where as we grow we get to know more and improve our learning ability for the development of our skills. Humans being within the multiple circles encountered in daily life seeing learning in various ways either spontaneously, natural or conscious. For this the human being goes through various stages where the development is part of their lives. We are exposed to various forms of learning. Through these stages of learning is so that their human being acquires new information or knowledge and develop skills which are achieved by means of theoretical and rational information and through practice or interaction.
The learning zone and the performance zone within human development. As we can assess human beings from the beginning, they are in development either in the learning zone or in the performance zone. Many times we are not aware of the moment when we make use of them. When we use both, we can find situations where we expose our weakest points, where we reflect what we have learned during the whole journey of our lives. A topic that could be harmful for many, but at the time of analyzing, we can find that it can be an analysis tool where by means of our own feedback, we find strengths and weaknesses that we have as a result of learning and that we execute poorly at the moment of action. So we can take this information to find topics to be improved by means of the learning zone, creating some objectives to develop, and in this way develop better strategies and skills that allow you to perform better in the performance zone or in action area. Within the development of the current human being, the two zones are intertwined to achieve the performance of human being in the activities, so the ideal is to create within the human being a mentality of constant learning so that the performance of each activity is superior more and more, and in this way to face any situation without having difficulties at the moment of change of situations, a scenario and even time. The importance of both areas for the current human being is that as time passes, your interests and needs also change, so keeping a fresh or updated learning will allow you to be willing to develop in any situation or area.
Situation where the dispersion of the zones may affect the development of the human being. Within the life of the human being, we find the situation of people who work hard to study and acquire a profession, but when exercising, they enter a comfort zone where they apply what they have learned, entering the performance zone, which may be normal for the vision of the human being, but it's important to have a vision to improvement where through continuous learning. The human being is adapted to all types of environments and areas. The performance zone is not a bad influence for the development of the human being. On the contrary, it's a good tool for a human being to develop their practice based on the acquired knowledge. But the idea is the bad areas are available for the development of the human being, but with the creation of a specific space for each area is the same human being responsible for establishing when to use it, and so that where not only the human being is limited to have a study information, but to form the extension of information in order that this expansion of information is able to improve more and more the development of the people at the moment of action. The error or the mistake is in which many companies or world city falls is to limit the learning of the human being. They only look for the human being to perform according to his work, which is mistake science. It's necessary to the human being learn to improve and perform better in different tasks. So the idea is that within these places are created learning space to improve the development of skills that human beings have and that can be useful at the time of the execution of one or more activities.